next generation, they keep trying to raise their neck, and then, after generation, their necks get longer and longer, and eventually they turn into giraffes. That is not what evolution is, and that's not what it implies, although sometimes the everyday notion of the word seems to make us think that way. What evolution is, and actually this is the word that I prefer to use, it's natural selection. Did you taste some sugar? Natural selection. Let me write that.
You got a hat on. What are you doing with the hat on?
Selection. And literally what it means
What's up? You still got a hat on.
Of living organisms,
look at that boy.
Some variation. This is an important key word here. Variation just means, look, there's just some change. And if you look at the kids in your school, you'll see variation. Some people are tall, some people are short, some people have blonde hair, some people have black
what
hair,
are you doing?
so on and so forth. There's always variation. And what natural selection is this process.
You pushed it.
Environmental factors will select for certain variations. Some variations might not matter at all, but some variations matter a lot. One example that's given in every biology book, but it really is interesting, is I believe they're called the peppered moth. This was pre-industrial revolution England. That these moths, that some of the moths were. Let me see if I can draw a moth. Well, I think you get the idea. Let me draw a couple of them. Let me draw a few peppered moths.
What are you doing?
So most peppered moths, there was just this variation. Some of them were, I guess we could call them, more peppered than others. So some of them might look like this.
Is that hat bothering you?
Other colors, white. So it has spots like that. Some of them might look more like that.
Bottle.
They have some black spots on them. And then some of them might have been, almost, just barely have any spots. You just have this natural variation. Like you'd see in any population of animals, you'll see some variation in colors. Now, they were all happy, probably for thousands of years, just this natural variation. It was a non-important trait for these peppered moths. And then all of a sudden, the Industrial Revolution happens in England, and all this soot gets released from